The stadium lights dimmed, casting a soft glow on Taylor Swift's face as the final notes of "Love Story" echoed through the Arrowhead Stadium. The roar of the crowd was deafening, but as Travis Kelce, her NFL star beau, emerged from the tunnel, her world narrowed down to him. Travis, ever the showman, dropped to one knee, a velvet box clutched in his hand. The crowd erupted, but Taylor's heart pounded with a mixture of joy and trepidation. As Travis began to speak, his words weren't the fairy-tale proposal she had imagined. He spoke of his deep love for her, but then he laid out his conditions: a prenuptial agreement prioritizing his assets, a clause about the division of their time between his football career and her tours, and a stipulation that their future children would primarily bear the Kelce name. Taylor's smile faltered as her eyes welled up with tears. The stadium grew silent, the energy shifting from excitement to palpable tension. Travis, oblivious to Taylor's distress, continued, his voice unwavering. He painted a picture of their future together, a future that seemed to have been crafted without her input. Taylor's mind raced, the conflict between her love for him and the shock of his conditions tearing her apart. Finally, she found her voice, her tone soft but resolute. "Travis, I love you more than words can say. But tonight, you haven't just proposed marriage, you've proposed a business arrangement. Marriage is a partnership, a union of equals. Your terms make me feel less like your future wife and more like a contract negotiation." Travis's face fell, the realization of his misstep hitting him. The crowd watched, a collective gasp hanging in the air. Taylor continued, her voice trembling slightly, "I need time to think. Your love is precious to me, but so is my independence and the dreams we've built together. This isn't the fairy tale ending I envisioned tonight." With a heavy heart, Taylor stepped back, the spotlight illuminating the tears streaming down her face. The stadium watched in stunned silence as she turned and walked away, leaving behind a bewildered Travis and a proposal hanging in the balance. It was a night that was supposed to be filled with joy, but instead, it ended with heartbreak and uncertainty. As Taylor disappeared into the shadows, one thing was clear: the path to their happily ever after was going to be far more complicated than either of them had ever imagined. The neon lights of Arrowhead Stadium pulsed in the distance, a silent backdrop to the drama unfolding in Travis Kelce's sleek Kansas City penthouse. A single tear rolled down Taylor Swift's cheek, the glow of the city reflecting in its salty trail. "Travis," her voice was barely a whisper, laced with disbelief, "are you saying you won't marry me unless I quit music?" Travis shifted uncomfortably, the usually jovial NFL star's face etched with an unfamiliar seriousness. "Tay, you know I love your music. But life as Mrs. Kelce is different. The limelight, the tours. It's not the life I want for us, for our future family." Taylor's heart pounded against her ribs. She had envisioned this moment countless times, but never with such a devastating ultimatum. Her music wasn't just her career, it was her essence, her way of connecting with the world. Could she sacrifice that for love? I don't know what to say," she choked out, the tears flowing freely now. "You're asking me to give up a part of myself, a part one thought you cherished." Travis reached out, his calloused fingers gently brushing away her tears. "I cherish you, Taylor. More than anything. But I'm a simple man, with simple dreams. A home filled with laughter, little feet pattering around. I need you here, with me, not on a stage 1,000 miles away." Taylor gazed into his eyes, the love she saw there undeniable. But the pain in her heart was equally potent. It was a cruel irony: the man who had swept her off her feet with his charm and understanding was now the one demanding she abandon her dreams. "Give me some time," she whispered, pulling away from his embrace. "I need to think." The night stretched on, filled with silent tears and soul-searching. Taylor paced the balcony, the city lights blurring into a kaleidoscope of confusion. Could she really give up her music? Could she deny the pull of the stage, the roar of the crowd, the thrill of creation? And more importantly, could she live with herself if she did? As the first rays of dawn painted the sky, Taylor made her decision. She turned towards Travis, her face a mask of resolve. "Travis, I love you. More than I ever thought possible. But I can't give up my music. It's who I am." Travis's face fell, his worst fears confirmed. A tense silence hung in the air, the unspoken words echoing in the vastness of the penthouse. "Then I guess this is it," Travis finally said, his voice thick with emotion. "I can't marry a woman who prioritizes her career over her family." Taylor nodded, a single tear escaping and rolling down her cheek. It was a goodbye, a heartbreak, a dream shattered. But it was also a declaration of self-love, a testament to the unwavering spirit of a woman who refused to be defined by anyone but herself. As she walked away, the city lights twinkled in the morning mist, a silent witness to the end of a love story and the beginning of a new chapter. Taylor Swift, the music icon, was heartbroken, but she was not broken. She would rise from the ashes of this love, stronger and more determined than ever before. Her music would be her solace, her anthem, her eternal flame. The stadium lights dimmed, casting a soft glow on the empty field. Taylor Swift, the pop icon, sat nestled in Travis Kelce's arms, the NFL star's embrace a comforting warmth after the adrenaline rush of his victorious game. She could still feel the thrum of excitement from the crowd's cheers echoing in her ears. Tonight had been magical, the kind of night that whispered promises of a forever kind of love. Tonight, Travis had planned a surprise. He held her close, his voice a husky murmur against her hair. "Taylor, my love, there's something I want to ask you." Her heart fluttered in anticipation. The air crackled with unspoken words, the unspoken question hanging between them, shimmering with hope and dreams. She looked up, her eyes sparkling with love, a soft smile gracing her lips. Travis knelt before her, a velvet box cradled in his hand. He opened it, revealing a stunning diamond ring that caught the light, casting 1,000 tiny rainbows around them. "Taylor," he began, his voice thick with emotion, "will you marry me?" Taylor's breath hitched. Tears welled up in her eyes, a mix of joy and overwhelming love. "Yes," she whispered, her voice trembling. 1,000 times yes. But as the tears of joy streamed down her face, Travis's next words pierced her heart like a shard of ice. "But," he hesitated, his eyes searching hers, "there's something we need to discuss. I have some conditions for this engagement." The stadium lights seemed to flicker, the magic of the moment suddenly replaced with an unsettling unease. Taylor's smile faltered, a cold dread creeping into her heart. Travis took a deep breath, his grip on her hand tightening. "Taylor, my career is everything to me. Football is my life, my passion. And I won't give it up for anything, not even for you." Her heart sank. A wave of shock washed over her, leaving her numb and breathless. "What are you saying?" she managed to whisper, her voice barely audible. "I'm saying that if we get married, you'll need to accept that my career comes first. It means long hours, grueling schedules, and constant travel. It means sacrifices, Taylor. Big ones." The tears that had been tears of joy were now tears of pain. She had dreamed of a love that would be their shared priority, a partnership built on mutual support and understanding. But Travis's words shattered those dreams, replacing them with a harsh reality she wasn't sure she could accept. "But Travis," she choked out, "I have my own career, my own dreams." "What about them?" "Your career is important, Taylor," he said, his voice softening, "but mine comes first. That's the only way this can work." The silence that followed was deafening. The stadium lights seemed to dim further, casting long shadows that danced menacingly on the field. Taylor pulled away from Travis, her eyes filled with a mixture of hurt and disbelief. This wasn't the fairy tale ending she had envisioned. It was a cruel twist of fate, a bitter truth that threatened to destroy the love they had built. The tears flowed freely now, each one a silent testament to the shattered dreams and the harsh reality that had replaced them.